Hi everybody, welcome back to another video with me, Andy. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, let's get on with the fly. So today we have a Flexi Bug today. These ones are great for fishing under the indicator. You can fish them on like a floating line or a sink tip with a very slow retrieve or a jerky retrieve, however you want to fish them basically. There's definitely a multitude of ways to fish this fly. It's not for the light-hearted, this fly as well. It's going to be quite bright and a bit garish, but it doesn't matter. So the hook we've got in the vise here, this is a what have we got in here? This is the heavyweight grub by Full & Mill, the barbless one. We've got a 3.2mm white bead on there. The thread we're going to be using is some yellow Glow Bright floss in number 11. And what I'm going to do, just going to start this floss just behind the bead and catch down a quick little layer of thread. Come in with your scissors and just trim off your excess. Now we're going to tie in this. This is Wapsi round rubber. This is fluorescent yellow. It's quite bright. And we're just going to pull off two legs. These legs are it's measuring, just because some people go, how long are the legs and stuff. These are 7 centimeters long, but it doesn't really make a massive difference because we're going to tie them in at the head and then work our way down. So catch them in over the top, and then do a couple of turns and then start to stretch, because as I say, as you can see there, they start to slip, but it's fine, just stretch it. If you stretch it too early, they'll slip straight out. You've got to do 2 or 3 turns and then you can pull them down the body. Have them coming round about halfway around the hook shank. Very simple fly, this one, but definitely an effective fly for when the fish are wanting something a bit bright, especially stockies. So as you can see, I want my thread down, back up again, and then come in, pull your round rubber tight, and then just trim off the excess. You might get a little bit of a bump there, but it doesn't make a difference. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to get this section behind the bead up to the same thickness as the section before it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start tapering the fly. So we're going to go all the way down, just to the base, and what I do is I put my nail there. I'm going to spin my bobbin anti-clockwise just to flatten the thread out slightly, and then I'm going to run the thread back up. This is going to be a bit of a long process, but this is in my opinion, probably is one of the best ways to taper your fly. Now I'm spinning my bobbin again just to flatten that thread out and take it back down, and we're going to stop slightly short. Again, I'm going to move my nail to where I stopped. This is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to measure how to do it, just with your nail. Again, I'm going to spin my bobbin, and come back down, again stop short, I'm going to spin my bobbin again, again put some more wraps behind that bead, come down, stop short, back up, spin your bobbin, down, stop short, back up. And now I can see with my eyes, so I don't need to move my nail. Right, so there's your taper on your fly. It's actually a bit bright on the video camera. I hope it's actually coming across slightly darker on the video. If not, I'll edit this in post-processing. And now what you can do, because I want a little bit more bulk than this on this fly, now just no tapering, just keep winding the thread up and down. So I want it slightly thicker than this, just slightly. And then that should do us. And once you get behind the bead, if I can find my wood finish tool, there it is. Grab your wood finisher. There's a 6-turn wood finish. Pull it nice and tight. Come in with a sharp pair of scissors or a fine point pair of scissors. Trim off the excess. Now the legs at the back can be as long as you want. I'm going to have mine maybe 1.5 inches long. And now what I need to do is come in with my nails, just get them in between the round rubber and just pull them apart. So there are your 2 rubber legs coming off the back of your worm. Now, next step for me is I grab some Golf Thin Man, and we're going to put this on. You can use varnish if you don't have any resin, just use varnish all the way around it, maybe 2 or 3 coats, depending on how thick your varnish is. If you've got really thin varnish, then maybe 2 coats. I was going to grab my dubbing needle, there it is. I'm just going to grab my dubbing needle and just work some of this resin round. So I'm just basically turning the vise here and just working this cinnamon resin, trying to get it into all the little nooks and crannies and what have you. Doesn't have to be perfect, so that should be absolutely fine. Now come in with your UV torch. Oh my god, that's bright, it's seriously bright. I have to look away while I'm doing this. And just set this resin nicely. I've just charged my torch, so it should be nice and powerful as well. So that should do, that'll be nice and set. Last but not least, I'm going to grab some more of the Vineyard brush coat. I like this stuff. I'm just going to basically put a thin layer of the brush coat over the top. And this will basically plug any gaps, anywhere that I've missed with the resin. Just try to get all the way around this, over the bead as well, just so it fills any gaps at the top of the bead. And there you have it. There is your Flexi Bug. Give this one a go. Works really well in the still waters, and hopefully you'll catch some nice fish with it. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a likey and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next one.